capibara. Sorry, dive. So, go
Ram Havamahe. All of us. Om Prataragnim Pratarindram Havamahe Pratarbhagam Pushanam Brahmanaspatim Pratasomamuttarudram Huema. All right, at this point, one of our camp leaders, Pandit Neeraj, will come up to the stage.
Mike.
Yes. Namaste once again. We'll begin our Havan this morning with our graduating class of 2024, Arya. We'll begin with the Achman, Yajman taking water in their right palm. Atha Achmanam Om Amrito Pastaranamasi Swaha. O Lord, the indestructible and protector of all, save us from pain and sorrow, just like a sheet protects us from below. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. O Lord, the indestructible and protector of all, save us from pain and sorrow from above. Om Satyam Yashah Shrirmai Shrihi Shrayatam Swaha. O Lord, protector of all, be gracious to us so that our lives may be filled with truth, fame, fortune, and prosperity. Athanga Sparsha. Yajman taking water in their left palm and touching various limbs of the body. Om Vanma Asistu. Om Nasor me Pranostu. Om Akshnor me Chakshurastu. Om Karnayor me Shrotramastu. Om Bahvor me Balamastu. Om Orvorma Ojostu. Om Arishtani Mingani Tanustanvame Sahasantu. Atheshwar Stuti Pratanopasana Mantraha. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duridani Parasuva Yad Bhadran Tan Asuva. Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patireka Asit Sadadhara Prithivim Dyamute Mam Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om ya atmada balada yasya vishwa upasate prashisham yasya devaha yasya chhaya amritam yasya mrityoho कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महित्वैक इत्राजा जगतो बभूव य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ ये नद्यौरुग्रा पृथिवी च द्रिदा येन स्वस्तभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ प्रजापते न त्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जुहोमस्तन्नो अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयीणाम् ॐ सन्नो बन्धुर्जनिता स विधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्वा यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानास्तृतीयेधा मन्नध्यैरयन्त ॐ अग्नेनय सुपथाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुरानमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम हे सकल जगत के उत्पत्ति करता समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए जो कल्याण कारत गुण कर्म स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ है वे सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए। इति ईश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना प्रकरणम् अथ स्वस्ति वाचनम् ॐ अग्निमीले पुरोहितं यजस्य देवमृत्विजं होतारं रत्नधातमम् ॐ सनः पितेव सूनवेग्ने सुपायनो भव सचस्वानः स्वस्तये ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमीतामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यदितिर्नर्वणः स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो दधातुनः स्वस्ति द्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतुना ॐ स्वस्तये वायुमुपब्रवामहै सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये स्वस्तय आदित्यासो भवन्तु नः ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्या स्वस्तये वैश्वानरो वसुरग्निः स्वस्तये देवा अवन्तवृभवः स्वस्तये स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः पात्वं हसः ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रा वरुणा स्वस्ति पत्ये रेवती स्वस्ति न इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो अदिते कृधि ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्याचन्द्रमसाविव पुनर्दरताग्नता जानता संगमे महि इति संक्षेपतः स्वस्ति वाचनम् अथ शान्तिकरणम् prayers for peace, inner peace, social peace, and universal peace. Om Shanna Indragni Bhavathamavobhi Shanna Indra Varunarata Havya Shamindra Soma Suvitaya Shanyo Shanna Indra Pushana Vajasato ॐ शन्नो भगः शमुनः शंसो अस्तु शनः पुरन्धिः शमु सन्तु रायः शनः सत्यस्य सूयमस्य शंसः शनो अर्यमा पुरुजातो अस्तु ॐ शन्नो धाता शमुधृतानो अस्तु शन उरुचि भवतु स्वधाभिः शन्रोदसी बृहति शन्नो अद्रिः शन्नो देवानां सुहवानि सन्तु ॐ शन्नो अग्निर्ज्योतिरनीको अस्तु शन्नो मित्रा वरुणा वश्विनाशं शनः सुकृतां सुकृतानि सन्तु शनः इशिरो अभिवातु वातः ॐ शन्नो द्यावा पृथिवी पूर्वहोतौ शमन्तरिक्षं दृशयेनो अस्तु शन्न ओषधिर्वनिनो भवन्तु शनो रजसस्पतिरस्तु जिष्णुः ॐ शनः इन्द्रो वसुभृदेवो अस्तु शमादित्येभिर्वरुणः सुशंसः शन्नो रुद्रो रुद्रेभिर्जलाशः शनस्त्वष्टाग्नाभिरिह शृणोतु ॐ शन्नः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्म शन्नः शनो ग्रावाणः समुसन्तु यज्ञाः शनः स्वरूणामितयो भवन्तु शनः प्रस्वः शं वस्तु वेदिः अथ शिवसङ्कल्पमन्त्र तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु. We are asking, especially the Veers and Varanganas graduating today, are asking, O Lord, may that mind of mine forever be possessed of noble intention. Om yajagrato duramudeti devam tadu suptasya tathaivaiti Durangamam jyotisham jyotirekam tanme manaha shiva sankalpamastu Om yena karmanyapaso manishino yajye krinvanti vidate shudhiraha यद पूर्वं यक्षमन्तः प्रजानां तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ यत् प्रज्ञानमुत चेतो धृतिश्च यज्ज्योतिरन्तरमृतं प्रजासु यस्मानरिते किंचन कर्म क्रियते तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ येनेदं भूतं भुवनं भविष्यत् परिगृहीतममृतेन सर्वं येन यज्ञस्तायते सप्तहोता तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ यस्मिन् ऋचः सामयजूंषि यस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठिता रटनाभा विवाराः यस्मिंश्चित्तं सर्वमोतं प्रजानां तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ सुषारथिरश्वानि वयन् मनुष्यान् नेनीयते भीषुभिर्वा जिन इव हृत्प्रतिष्ठं यदजिरं जविष्ठं तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु तन्मे मनः Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Sanaha Pavasva Shangave Shanjanaya Shamarvate Shanrajanno Shadhibhyaha. Prayers for Abhayam Dan, the gift of fearlessness, as we time after time call these young boys and girls, Veers and Varanganas, applying that expectation that they should be fearless, be brave, because as we know, only those who are brave can push society forward and progress. So these prayers are especially for them as well as for us, and a reminder that we should always be fearless every day. Om Abhayam Naha Karatyantariksha Mabhayam Dyava Prithvi Ubhe Ime Abhayam Paschadabhayam Purasta Duttaradadharadhabhayam No Astu. Om Abhayam Mitradhabhayam Amitrad Abhayam Jyatadhabhayam Parokshat Abhayam Naktam Abhayam Divanaha Sarva Asha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Sarva Asha Mama Mitram Bhavantu. And this last mantra we are saying, may we be fearless from our friends and even those who are unfriendly to us. May we never be fearful of those whom we know and even those who we do not know. May we remain free from any apprehensiveness by night and day, and may all directions be friendly to us. Iti Sangshepatah Shanti Karanam. Atha Agni Adhana. May we all stand.
Om. Indeed, today, as our Veers and Viranganas, they kindle this Agni, Agni which is symbolic of God's wisdom. Agni is symbolic of the wisdom they have gained in the past 2 weeks being in this Arya Vedal Shikshan Shivir. They're all praying and asking that Supreme Being, Prajapati Bhagwan, may that wisdom continue to be kindled within our hearts and guide us in whatever we will all do in life ahead to make us good, disciplined children.
Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swardyauriva Bhumna Prithviva Varimna Tasyaste Prithvi Devaya Jani Prishthe Agnim Manadamanadhyaya Dade. Yajman and all of us fanning this fire. Om Udbudya Swagne Pratijagrihe Tvamishta Purte Samsrije Thamayancha Asmin Sadhaste Adhyuttarasmin Vishwe Devaya Jamanascha Sidata. May we all take our seats. Atha Samidadhana. Yajman offering 3 pieces of Samidha. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedaste Nidhyasva Vardhasva Chet Dhavardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha Idamagne Jata Vedase Idanna Mama Om Samidhagnim Duvasyata Gritair Bodhayathatithim Asmin Havya Juhotana सुसमिद्धाय शोचिषे घृतं तीव्रं जुहोतना अग्नये जातवेदसे स्वाहा
इदमग्नये जातवेदसे
इदन्ना मम ॐ तन्त्वा समिद्भिरङ्गिरो घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहच्छोच्छाय विष्ठय स्वाहा इदमग्नये अङ्गिरसे इदन्ना मम अथ पाञ्चघृताहुति.
They will make offerings of ghee, and in this mantra appearance, we say the word prajaya. Prajaya means children who are noble inclined, children who are disciplined. And today, all of us, we ask God that may our Prajapati Bhagwan, may our children continue to be noble, continue to be disciplined in whatever they do in life ahead.
ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदसेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा
इदमग्नये जातवेदसे
इदन्ना मम ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदसेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदसेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम. Fifth and final time. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदसेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम. अथ जल सिंचन. Yajman sprinkling water in the four cardinal directions. Om aditenuman yaswa. Om anumate numan yaswa. Om saraswati anuman yaswa. Om deva savitaha प्रसुवयज्यं प्रसुवयजपतिं भगाय दिव्यो गन्धर्वः केतपुः केतन्नः पुनातु वाचस्पतिर्वाचं नः स्वदतु. Agaravaja Bhagahuti, ghee only. Om Agnaye Swaha Idamagnaye Idanna Mama. Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idanna Mama. Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idanna Mama. Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idanna Mama. Pratah Kalin Ahuti, ghee and samagri. Om Suryo Jyotir Jyoti Suryaha Swaha. Om Suryo Varcho Jyotir Varchaha Swaha. Om Jyoti Suryaha Suryo Jyoti Swaha. Om Sajurdevena Savitra Sajurushasendra Joshanah Suryo Vetu Swaha. Sayam Kali Nahuti, continuing with ghee and samagri. Om Agnir Jyotiragni Swaha. Om Agnir Varsho Jyotirvarshah Swaha. Silent mantra. Om Swaha. Om Sajurdevena Savitra Sajuratrendra Vatya Jushano Agnirvetu Swaha.
Om Bhuragne Pranaya Swaha. Idamagne Pranaya Idannamama. Om Bhurvayave Panaya Swaha. Idam Payave Panaya Idannamama. Om Swaradityaya Vyanaya Swaha. Idamadityaya Vyanaya Idannamama. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaragni Vayavaditebhyah Pranapan Vyanebhyah Swaha. Idamagni Vayavaditebhyah Pranapan Vyanebhyah Idannamama. Continue with ghee and samagri. Om Apo Jyotirasomritam Brahma Bhurabhuvah Swarom Swaha. Om Yamedham Devagarnah Pitaraschopasate Tayama Madhya Medhayagni Medhavinam Kuru Swaha. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yadbhadram Tannasuva Swaha. Om Agnenaya Supatharay Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yoyodyasma Juhurarna Meno Bhuyashtantim Namauktim Videma Swaha. At this time, we invite Pandit Bharatji to do our special mantras for today.
Om. Our viewers and Viranganas will make offerings of just ghee at this time. And indeed, all our viewers all our students on stage, all of us sitting in our regular spots, we pray and we say, thank you, O God, for this blessed opportunity in our lives here today as we graduate, as we celebrate the completion of another Arya Vedar Shikshan Shivir. And as we perform Agni Hotram, we address you, O Master, as Agni, the one who is filled with radiant light. And we ask you, O God, to purify and lengthen our lives. In our day-to-day lifestyle, in the camp, we learn to consume wholesome and nutritious food. As we go forward, may we continue to consume such foods. And we ask you, O God, yes, we will face challenges as we go forward. We ask you, O Master, may we be blessed with that mental strength and that physical capability in overcoming all such challenges. Om Bhura Bhuvah Swaha Agna Ayumshi Pavasa Asuvarjamisham Chanaha Are Badhasva Duchunam Swaha Iramagne Pavamanaya Idanna
Mama.
Om Bhura Bhuvah Swaha Agnirshihi Pavamanaha Panchajanyaha Purohitaha Tame Mahe Mahagayam
Swaha.
हिरमग्नये पावमानाय इदन्न मम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः अग्ने पवस्वा स्वपा अस्मे वर्चः सुवीर्यं ददद्रये मये पोषां
स्वाहा
हिरमग्नये पावमानाय
इदन्न मम
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः प्रजापते न त्वदेतानन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामस्ते जुहुमस्तनो वस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयिणां स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये
इदन्न मम
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः प्रजापते न त्वदेतानन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जुहुमस्तनो वस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयिणां
स्वाहा
इदं प्रजापतये
इदन्न मम
ॐ त्वन्नो अग्ने वरुणस्य विद्वान् देवस्य हेलो वयासि श्रेष्ठाः यजिष्ठो वह्नित्तमः शोषुचानु
विश्वाद्वेषांसि प्रमुद्यस्मत् स्वाहा
इदमग्नि वरुणाभ्याम्
इदन्न मम
ॐ
त्वन्नो अग्निवमो भवोति नेदिष्ठो अस्या उषसो व्युष्ठौ अवयक्ष्वनो वनुनन्द्रानो वीः मृलीकं सुहवो न एधि स्वाहा इदमग्निवरुणाभ्याम् इदन्न मम ॐ इमं मे वरुणश्रुधि हवमद्या च मृलय त्वामवस्युराचके स्वाहा इदं वरुणाय इदन्न मम ॐ तत्त्वायामि ब्रह्मणा वन्दमानस्तदा शास्ते यजमानो हविर्भिः अहेलमानो वरुणेह बोध्युरुशंसमान आयुः प्रमोषिः स्वाहा इदं वरुणाय इदन्न मम ॐ ये ते शतं वरुणये सहस्रं यजियाः पाशा वितता महान्तः तेभिर्नो अद्य सवितोत विष्णुर्विश्वे मुञ्चन्तु मरुतः स्वर्गाः स्वाहा इदं वरुणाय सवित्रे विष्णवे विश्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो मरुद्भ्यः स्वर्गेभ्यः इदन्न मम ॐ अयाश्चाग्नेस्य नभिषस्ति पाश्च सत्यमित्त्वमया असि अयानो यज्ञं वहास्य यानो देहि भीषजं स्वाहा इदमग्नये अयसे इदन्न मम ॐ उदुत्तमं वरुण पाशमस्मदवाधमं विमध्यमं श्रद्धाय अथा वयमादित्यव्रते तवानागसो अदितये स्याम स्वाहा इदं वरुणायादित्याय दितये च इदन्न मम.
And as we chant this final mantra in the Ashta Ajyahuti, this 8th mantra, today being a very special day in the lives of all our children, we chanted all 8. We chanted 7. Now this is the final 8th one. And parents, throughout the entire camp, every day, many of us who came, you saw them doing yajna every morning. And the mantra says, Ma yajyapatim, jata vedasau. Yajyapatim, people who are good human beings who make every effort to protect yajna. Whatever little way, parents, you can encourage your children to be part of yajna. I know many of the children coming to past camps, they have chosen as they go forward, they have chosen to do yajna, Havana yajna on their birthdays. And I commend all you parents who have listened to your children. And so it says here, may our children, as well as all of us, may we continue to be protectors of yajna. Go ahead.
Om Bhavatannah Samanasau Sachet Savare Pasau Mayajam Himsishtam Mayajapatim Jata Vedasau Shivau Bhavatamadhyanaha Swaha Idam Jata Vedobhyam Idannamama.
Viewers and Viranganas, you all will stand at this time. Oh, just on stage. In a moment, you will stand. Just those of us on stage. Om. I'll request our pundits to come up on stage, panditas, to please come up on stage. Om. Viewers on stage, you will step back a little bit. Step back towards me. All right. So, Nanda, put your data to the back. All right. When they be wanted, two of them will take ghee and the rest of them will touch each other's hand. Two will be in front, then the other three will be at the back. No, just the Piranganas first, and then we'll do the beers after. Oh, before you hold your ghee containers, the pandits will stand to the side. All our Veers and Viranganas in our congregation. Sorry, let's clasp our palms for a moment.
Hands together.
Clasp our palms. Again, parents, our children, our Veers and Viranganas. Why we call them Veers and Viranganas, as some of you may not know, a Veer of Virangana is a child who possesses wonderful leadership skills, a child who makes effort to be noble, a child who makes every effort to do what's the best in life in terms of following dharma, a child who makes every effort to grow and improve. All our Veers and Viranganas, say after me, O Prajapati Bhagwan,
O Prajapati Bhagwan,
O Universal Master of Vows,
O Universal Master of Vows,
today,
as we graduate
in this Arya Virdal,
Shikshan Shivir,
we hereby
make a declaration
in your presence,
in your presence,
in our parents' presence, that we will observe this vow of Vedic, dharmic studentship. May we have the inner strength for self-discipline. May we always prosper in knowledge. And through our observance of this vow, we give up all forms of untruth. And we dedicate our lives to a life filled with truth. Oh. Anusui, you'll take one ghee container. You will go at the middle there, over there. Annabelle and the two of you there, the other two will touch your hands. Yeah, right. You come here, Asha. Come here, and you. Okay, you take the other ghee container. You all move the book to the side. We will chant 3 mantras, and you all will go around clockwise. Okay. Om. Nanda, you know. Oh, no. Oh. Om Agni Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardyasam idam aham anritat satyamupaymi swaha. Keep going. Iramagnaye idanna mama. Om Vayo Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam तेनर्ध्यासम् इदम् अहम् अनृतात् सत्यमुपैमि स्वाहा इदं वायवे इदन्न मम ॐ सूर्यव्रतपते व्रतं चरिष्यामि तत्ते प्रब्रवीमि तच्छकेयम् तेनर्ध्यासम् इदम् अहम् अनृतात् सत्यमुपैमि स्वाहा. All right. You take the other key container. You take the other one. Nikhil, touch his hand. You touch it. Very slowly, the same thing they did, you all will do. Om Surya Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardhyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaymi Swaha Idam Suryaya Idanna Mama Om Chandra Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardhyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaymi
Swaha
Idam Chandraya Idan
Namama
Om Vratanam Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardhyasam idam aham anritat satyamupaymi swaha idam indraya vratapate idanna mama. All right, very good. Put your containers down. All our veers and viranganas. Dala Uttisht. Om Bandevi, we'll have them come up in rows and make offerings on this day of their graduation. Some of the leaders, you all can step off and guide them. They'll stand right there in front, and some of them will have ghee, some of them will have samagri, and they'll make offerings while each group will make 2 offerings. Om Chandra Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardhyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaymi Swaha Idam Chandraya Idanna Mama Om Vratanam Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardhyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaymi Swaha Idam Chandraya Vratapate Idanna Mama. Very good. Thank you. The second group, y'all will make your way up on stage, please. Yeah, face the audience. Come. Parents, indeed, it's a very, very proud day for all our children, and that's why on this day we ask you to bear with us in this yajna, for we want each and every one of them to make an offering as they say, thank you, O God, to you, to our teachers, to everyone who has made this possible, and more important, for the wisdom they've gained in the past 2 weeks. Om Agni Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardhyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaymi Swaha Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama Om Vayu Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardhyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaymi
Swaha
idam vayave
idanna
idanna mama. The last group of Viranganas. Om. Bindu. The Viranganas. Om.
Oh, kami na. Om Chandra Vratapati Vratam Charikshami Tati Prapravimi Tachakeyam Tena Dhyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupayami Swaha Idam Chandraya Idanna Mama Om Vratanam Vratapati Vratam Charikshami Tati Prapravimi Tachakeyam Tena Dhyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupayami Swaha Idamindraya Vrapate Idanna Mama.
Our first set of ears.
Zen. Hi, Zen.
Om. Om. No, just this sound. Give it this sound. Om Agne Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupayami Swaha Idam Agne Idanna Mama Om Vayu Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardyasam idam aham anritat satyamupayami idam vayave idanna mama.
Hi, Vinay.
Om Surya Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupayami Swaha Idam Suryaya Idanna Mama Om Chandra Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupayami Idam Chandraya Idanna Mama. Very good. Thank you so much. Final group, Jaldi. Om Chandra Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupayami Swaha Idam Chandraya Idanna Mama Om Vratanam Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Tachakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupayami
Swaha
Idam Indraya Vratapate Idanna Mama. Veers and Viranganas, Dala, Upavish,
Yeah, Leila, yeah. Leila Thakur. Leila Thakur, yeah.
Laila, I'll ask you to come up on stage. Well, 1 second. Laila's parents, please come up. Laila's Aji, would you please come up also? Leila's birthday is coming up this week, and today we're very proud of Leila and all our Veers and Viranganas who have played very important leadership roles during this entire camp, supporting Bandevi, Bandan, and others, all the senior leaders. And Leila, today, as we ask God, your parents, and all of us in Mandir here today, it says there, Somo Denum Somorvantamashum Pitri Shravanam. As your parents and all of us, when we'll continue to hear of the good things you will do, we'll all raise our head with that sense of righteous pride and say, yes, our child, Leila, is doing well. Very slowly, Leila, you'll go around this way. You'll do it 3 times, okay? And when you come back, when it's with Swaha, you'll offer. Om an Om Somo Denum Somorvantamashum Somo Viryam Karmanyam Dadati Sadanyam Vidatyam Sabheyam Pitri Shravanam Yodadasha Dasmai Swaha Om Anuvratah Pituhu Putro Matra Bhavatu Sammanah Jayapatye Madhumati Vacham Vadatu Shantivam Swaha. And in this last mantra, Leela, it says here, Bhadram Karnebihi Shrunuyama Deva. Shrunu means to listen. May you continue to listen to that which is noble. May you continue to see that which is auspicious, singing God's praises with strong limbs and healthy body. May you enjoy a long lifespan determined by your wonderful, good, noble deeds. Om Bhadram Karnebihi Shrinuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatra Stirairangaistushtavam Satsanobhir Vyashemahi Devahitam Yadayuhu Swaha. You'll touch your parents' feet and then your Om Saubhagyamastu Om Shubham Bhavatu. Devnath, with your Dharampatni, we're very proud of you, Devnath. You're being a product of camp, and now your children is growing up with camp in this mandir. Saubhagyamastu. Don't touch us, give her a hug.
Om Shubham Bhavatu.
Saubhagyamastu.
Om Shubham Bhavatu.
Saubhagyamastu.
Om Shubham Bhavatu.
Very good. Leila, you can give your parents, you can graciously go back to your respective seats. Let's all take our seats, everyone, as we bring this portion to a close. Thank you again.
Thank you, Pandit Bharatji. Purnahuti Roop Agaravaja Bhagahuti. Ghee only. Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idanna Mama Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idanna Mama Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idanna Mama Om Bhuragnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama Om Bhuvarvayave Swaha Idam Vayave Idanna Mama Om Swaradityaya Swaha Idam Adityaya Idanna Mama ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः इदन्ना मम Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. Pandita Nirvani will lead us in 3 recitations of this mantra with ghee and samagri.
Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Swaha Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Swaha Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Swaha
हे दयालु परमात्मन आप अपनी असीम कृपा से हमारी सदा रक्षा करते हैं। आप ही हमारे जीवन आधार है। अपने सेवकों के दुखों को दूर करके उनको सुख देने वाले हैं। आप सर्वत्र सुप्रतिष्ठित और सुप्रसिद्ध है। आप सर्वोत्तम शुद्ध पवित्र और ज्ञान स्वरूप है। आपसे ही यह सारा जगत उत्पन्न हुआ है। आप ही सकल शुभ गुणों की खान है। आपका हम प्रतिदिन ध्यान करें और आप हमें विवेकशीलता धारणावती मेधा सद्बुद्धि प्रदान करें। स्विष्ट कृताहुति, offering of ghee or mohan bhog.
As our children make this offering of Mohan Bhog this morning, the mantra says, Kamanam Samardhayatre. All of us wonderful parents, many grandparents are here also. We Kamanam, whatever are our desires as we chant and we pray with our children this morning. We're asking you, O Master, grant us success in all that we pray for them. And all of you Veers and Viranganas, whatever are your desires, as you completed yet another Vedal camp, and looking forward to come again next year, you're saying, O Master, may all our desires be fulfilled.
Om adasya karmanyotyarirecham yadvanyunamihaakaram Agnishtat svishtakrit vidyat sarvam svishtam suhutam karotu me Agnaye svishtakrite sahutahute sarva prayaschittahutinam Kamanam samardhayetre sarvanah kaman samardhaya Swaha Iramagne Srishakrite Idannamama. Prajapatyahuti, ghee only, silent mantra. Om Swaha Idam Prajapate Idannamama. May we all stand for the final 3 offerings.
All is perfect, all is complete. May the perfection, may the completeness of this annual Arya Vedal Shikshan Shivir, may the perfection of this Shivir, the teachings that our children has gained, always become a part and parcel of their lifestyle. Om
Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा. With hands outstretched to the Agni, Mukha Sparsh. Om Tanupa Agneyasi Tanvam Me Pahi. Om Ayurda Agneyasi Ayur Me Dehi. Om Varchoda Agneyasi Varcho Me Dehi. Om Agneyan Me Tanva Onam Tanma Aprina. Om Medha Me Deva Savita Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Devi Saraswati Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Ashvinau Devavadhattam Pushkarasrajau Apyayatam. Om Vakchama Apyayatam. Om Pranaschama Apyayatam. Om Chakshushchama Apyayatam. Om Shrotranchama Apyayatam. Om Yasho Balanchama Apyayatam. May we all take our seats. Yaj Pratna Geet, Pujani. पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए. छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए. वेद की गाए रचाए यज्ञ को धारण करे. हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे शोक सागर से तरे. अश्वमेधादिक रचाए यज पर उपकार को. धर्म मर्यादा चला कर लाभ दे संसार को. नित्य श्रद्धा भक्ति से यज आदि हम करते रहे. रोग पीड़ित विश्व के संताप सब हरते रहे. स्वार्थ भाव मिटे हमारा प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो. ईदन मम का सार्थक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो. हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक. हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक. वंदना हम कर रहे. नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे. प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे. प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे. ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः. सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः. सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु. मा कश्चित् दुःख भाग् भवेत्. हे ईश सब सुखी हो. कोई न हो दुखारी. सब हो निरोग भगवन. धन धान्य के भंडारी. सब भद्र भाव दे के सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो. सब भद्र भाव वदे के सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो दुखिया न कोई होवे सृष्टि में प्राणधारी हे ईश सब सुखी हो. O Lord, may all be happy, especially the Veers and Varanganas present here today. May all be free from misery. May all realize goodness, and may no one suffer pain. Iti havan yajya samaptaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. This brings us to the end of our Havan. I would now like to pass you over to Pandit Prakash ji to lead us in the rest of the program.
Thank you very much, Purohit Nirajram Samuji, for conducting such a sanctified and solemn yajna. And I couldn't be more impressed with, especially our Veers and Viranganas, and you, the members of the audience here, who have really maintained the sanctity of this morning's event. Today, I am charged with the responsibility of presenting the welcome address. So I begin, Reverend Pandits. We have with us Pandit Bharat Singh, who you saw earlier on stage, Pandit Deepak Raman over there on my right, Pandit Bharat Bisesar. We also have to my left here, Pandita Devi Laknath, and someone sitting there, Pandita Nirvani, who was on stage. I know I saw our Pradhan, our president, Bhai Sohan Singh. I think he was downstairs. Oh, yeah, he's busy downstairs, trying to get things organized. Our Sanchalak, Pandit, our camp director, Pandita Devi, our Veer Nayak, Purohit Nirajaram Samuj, in absentia, our Viranga Nayak, Purohit Dayanaram Samuj, mothers and fathers, and also grandparents. There are many here today and who were here present with us in the camp. Our guests who are here today to witness this ceremony, our Shivir Snataks, our campers here, the students of the camp, the graduates of the camp today. I want to say a very, very cordial namaste and suswagatam to all of you who've taken time out to be here to witness this ceremony this morning. And bid you a very warm welcome to this, our 38th annual Arya Virdal Snatak Samaruha. Our 38th annual Arya Virdal training camp, where we're training our Veers and Viranganas, not only for short-term abilities, but for long-term. And we're also blessed this morning to have with us Mataji Sumintra here, who is one of the oldest Virangana. She attended the first Virangana Dal in Guyana. In Guyana, we used to have Veer and as well as Virangana, separate camps for the Veers and Viranganas. And those of us who've come from that system, we remember the kind of rigors that we had in those training camps. So our camp here commenced on the 1st of July, on Monday, and we were thinking about this and pondering, and should we begin on the 1st of July knowing that it's a broken week? Nevertheless, before the students arrive, the executive and the organizers, they're always thinking this: what should we do? Should we begin later? And there was always this thought about, I wonder how many Veers and Viranganas we'll have in this camp for this year. Thinking about some of those things that we have. At the back of our minds also were, I wonder how many parents will come out and other volunteers to come out to help us on a daily basis. Because this camp is not run only by the instructors and the presenters and the pundits who are here running this camp. But behind the scenes, to take care of the meals, we have a number of our grandparents and parents, and even some of our Viranganas who came by, our Veers, some of them came by to help us. So there was always that thought, I wonder who's going to be here to help us with all these routines that we have on a daily basis to make this a very sanctified and a clean environment, because we're not only preparing these children, these Veers and Viranganas, we're not only preparing them in mantras and these kind of things. We're giving them life skills. So we need to know all of those things ahead of time. And for any event, any endeavor, but Anita is here, who's a director of organizations. She can understand there are always challenges that may arise. And we're always thinking, how will I combat these challenges? And we have to think about the challenges ahead of time. Well, I'll tell you this. So we've been here for 2 weeks now. We've weathered the challenges. All the challenges that may have arisen, we've weathered them during the week. And we have provided nearly 100 hours of cultural immersion and religious instruction. We did not only do Havan and Sandhya, but we imparted them with a lot of different knowledge and, as I said, skills. And here we are today at the conclusion, and as we said, the Samaruha, the graduation. So our hope for this camp is that as they are leaving here today, that from this experience they may have a greater appreciation for our Vedic teachings and their cultural heritage. Because we are all aware that most of their lives they're spending in a different cultural environment, in the schools, where our culture is not taught. And they're here with us only for 2 weeks, and we try our best to inculcate in them, to give them this kind of training that they can take and make as their life skills. And I urge you to find one of the booklets, the camp booklets this year. We have 2 responses from Veers and Viranganas who have attended camps. Take the booklet and read what were their experiences. The organizers, the instructors, the volunteers, they've been a part of shaping the camp experience for our students. And we are grateful to those who've dedicated their time to make this camp a success. And as I was thinking about this, success is a relative word. And there is a degree. There is always what degree of success we've had. And when we sit and think about this and have our feedback, we will define that. But how do we define success for us here? That might be something that we want to think about. For every child who walked through these doors and came to us and stayed with us for the complete 2 weeks, because we had transient students. We had some were coming and some were going and some were here for 2 days and a day and so on. They may not have had the real experience of what transpired here. And so for every child, it might be different. It could be learning how to recite mantras, learning the meters that we use in the mantras. Or many of them who are here early in the morning were engaged in yoga, in Sandhya, in the Havan, learning how to perform these Sandhya and Havan services. And I'll tell you this, if you saw some of them on stage this morning, they were chanting along as Niraji was conducting the yajna. They were chanting along. Some of them may have learned that this time, but as they've come to camps time and time again, they're getting better to perform the Havan. And also, this time, I know we've had some challenges, but we have seen some of the skills that they have acquired over the 2 weeks in the way they conducted themselves, even at mealtime when they chanted their mantras. And although they were a little, bit of talking and so on, but they were disciplined in order when they conducted themselves. And a number of you were here on Friday night, and you saw how they displayed the skills that they learned probably about in 6 days. Niraj, we didn't start from the 1st of July, probably started last Friday, was the first time that Bhai Niraj introduced this idea of having the Ramayan Katha. And they gravitated towards it with such enthusiasm. Initially, there were some, I don't know if I can do this, but we saw the momentum of their enthusiasm gradually built, and you saw the crescendo on Friday night. You saw the impact. And so, and I encourage you, what you will see and what you will, the changes that you will see in their lifestyle, don't be an obstacle to it. Help them. Support them. Some of them may leave here and say, listen, I want to become a vegetarian. And I know that not every home we are vegetarians. But if they want to become a vegetarian, give them that opportunity. Give them the opportunity to become a vegetarian. Some of them may want to say, I want to spend some time learning these mantras after school or whenever. But give them or send them to the mandir here so we can continue to prepare them. Today, you will see some more of those skills that they displayed on Friday night. So, we encourage, as I said, we encourage you to speak to your children, grandchildren, ask them about their camp experience and what they have learned, and share the feedback. Any feedback that you get from them, share it with us. Friday night, one of their parents shared a feedback with me, and she said, I thought this was the best camp. But because of all the diverse activities that we had, the motives that they prepared for this internship that all our parents have come from, and their skills on stage. And so next year, when we begin planning for the next camp season, we will reflect on your feedback. And we need to have your feedback because we're not perfect. There will be some, flaws here and there. Tell us where we need to improve. And all of us, we are very receptive to your feedback. You may want to share the success of this year's camp and how we can continue to provide a meaningful experience for youth of all ages. So with those thoughts, I invite you to enjoy this Snatak Samaroha, this graduation ceremony. And it's our hope that we have piqued your interest and satisfied some of your expectations, because whenever we send our children to an environment that they may not be accustomed to, we have expectations, and we hope that we've satisfied your expectations. and that your children, grandchildren will continue to be a part of this camp culture. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Panir Prakash, for the welcoming address. Real quick, I'm the MC this morning, but he talked about your children will come home and say they want to make changes. In my high school days, going to one of the various camps, I got home this Sunday afternoon, and I told my mom, Mom, as during the camp was all vegetarian food, and I'll become a vegetarian. And she said, "You mean me got cook on second pot?" I said, "Don't worry, I already bought the karahi. So you don't have to go buy an extra." And in those days, I'm talking about well over 35 years ago, parents could only one pot they could afford and one karahi. And so thank God I got the karahi. And I said, "Don't worry, I'll cook the curry myself." I mean, but the point is, support them if they come home to you and say, "I want to do such and such," as long as it's in line with their training and their well-being. We move on. Our beginners group will be doing the school assembly mantra. And so the senior Viras and Viranganas, please assist our beginners group to come up. Let him go high. Let him go high stage. Come. This is our beginners group. They spend a lot of time with Pandita Devi and on other instructors, but more so with Pandita Devi. And at this point, let's give them their mics, please. Who getting mics? Prakash, help us with the mics, please. Test one. We have more here. You need more?
You fuss too much with this. Change the shape. Okay. So when I say
सहनावतु सवीरं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Namaste.
Wow. Very good. Thank you all so much. Let's go back to our respective seats. Many of these children, their parents attended camp many years ago in this mandir. And so we're very, very proud to see these wonderful children. These parents, sending your children to the camp. This time, friends, every year in the camp, we have a graduation address, a very important message to our children. And so at this point, I have the honor in inviting Pandita Nirvani to the stage. Charlotte. Welcome, Pandita Nirvani. Friends, 150 years ago, me being a Pandit, Pandit Prakash, Pandit Deepak, is no big deal. But through Maharishi, 150 years ago, our women folks in India were never even allowed to touch Ved. Maharishi Dayanand said Ved is for all human beings. And today we're very happy to have Pandita Nirvani giving the main address to our children. Om, garland her. Om Swasti Panta Manucharema Surya Chandrama Saviva Punaradadata Janata Sangame Mahi.
Thank you, Pandit Bharati. Namaste. And I hope I can steal the prayer that the kids just did. Please join me, especially the Veers and the Varanganas, in this prayer. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dear Pandits, Panditas, parents, grandparents, and very importantly, our Veers and our Viranganas, Namaste. We all know the motto of Arya Samaj, right? Krinnavanto Vishwam Aryam, and this means to make the universe noble. And one of the pillars of Arya Samaj is its 10 principles. And for this 38 Shikshan Shivir, our focus was on the 6th principle. Sansar ka upakar karna is samaj ka mukhya udeshya hai. Arthat sharirik, atmik or samajik unnati karna. And what that means is to do good to the whole world is the main object of Arya Samaj. That is, to improve the physical, spiritual, and social states of all human experiences. And during these past 2 weeks, we have witnessed you, Veers and Varanganas, and this is my message is especially for our Veers and Varanganas. And as Pandit Prakash and Pandit Bharat mentioned, Friday night was our culmination of the this Shikshan Shivir. And those of you who were here this past Friday night, you got a glimpse of our children showcasing this 6th principle, where they presented yoga asanas. They displayed their final group project of indentured laborship, and they performed the Ramayan play. Veers and Varanganas, this Shikshan Shivir is for you. It is about you. And as you know, with every huge or important event, there is a lot of advanced planning. And I'm sure that all of you are aware of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And you know that preparation for that Thanksgiving Day Parade for the next year starts as soon as the last one has finished. And in like manner, for this Virdal camp, preparations began a year ago. The executives and the members of the camp committee, they met and started planning. We discussed the curriculum. We discussed how much time would be spent on each presentation. We talked about what physical activities were needed so that we can engage the varying groups, because there's different age, and we wanted to make sure that whatever we planned would engage all of you. We discussed what foods should be prepared and what foods should be avoided, because we wanted to create a healthy environment for you. We discussed dress codes, and Pandit Bharat was very emphatic in ensuring that our dress code was carried out, because this 2 weeks that you're here, was the only time where you're going to spend this consecutive 10 days in this environment, in a cultural environment. We talked about challenges that could occur and how we would address those challenges. We talked about what changes we were going to make so that when you leave here or while you're here, you would have a really wholesome experience. And if you notice throughout the 2 weeks, all of the presentations, there was a connecting theme. And this was not by accident. It was thoroughly planned. We talked about for the 2 weeks, we had 4 days of discussions on indentured laborship. And I presented those, and I have to tell you, I was very impressed with you. I was very impressed with the way you absorbed. I was impressed with how motivated you were to go out there and plan for the next day. And then on that Friday, that following Friday, we had the author of Kuli Woman, which is one of the books that we talked about. We had that author there. So you see the connection. Then Bhai Neeraj initiated the Ramayana. And Bhai Neeraj, he did an awesome job. And that week, we had Pandita Indrani, who came, and she's very well versed in the Ramayana, and she came here and she talked to you. If you remember the message from Pandit Deepak, he talked about two things that he talked about and two things that resonated with me, and this actually came up in our Jeopardy, and one of the question was, what two things prevent learning? Can anybody remember those two things? Yes, Leila. Believing that you know everything? Yes. Giving up. Okay. Believe that life is easy. Yes, in a nutshell, but I'll just, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. The answer was laziness and lack of humility. And humility, thinking that you know everything. And these were the two. These were the two key qualities that Pandit Deepak ji mentioned. And Pandit Bharat mentioned 4 phases of efforts in his presentation, which also reinforced this topic. Pandit Prakash talked about what effort you have to make to avoid laziness. So do you see what I'm saying? All of our presentations were connected. There was connection. And then Behen Diana, she ended it by talking about Vedic qualities. Everything that was encompassed in what she talked about in Vedic qualities. So you see the connection. Our messages were not disjointed. Everything was connected. And the reason for that is that so that when you leave here with clarity. There's no confusion when you leave here. You're not thinking about, well, why was this message presented? I can't see the connection. So if you look back to everything that occurred during these 2 weeks, you are going to see that whatever the committee did was well planned and well thought out. Now, as you learn and as you have been learning for these past 2 weeks, it now becomes your responsibility to share what you have learned so that you can help to improve the lives of others. If you think back to the project that we had to do on the indentured laborship, where each group was putting together a piece of fabric, and you were putting together your recollection or what you got out of the presentation on indentured laborship, you saw that the groups were mixed. We didn't have all of the elementary students together and all of the intermediate together. We didn't do that. We mixed the group. We had a mixture of advanced, intermediate, and elementary. And there was a purpose in doing that. because some of us are more skilled in one area than others. And the goal in doing that is so that you, the ones that are more skilled, can help to bring those ones that are less skilled up to level. This is what our ancestors practiced from the time they came here to right now, where some of us are our fourth or fifth generation of those ancestors. And for me, I find that this was the perfect example of that sixth principle. To do good to the whole world is the main object of this Arya Samaj. To improve the social, spiritual, and social and spirit and physical states of all human experiences. It is now your responsibilities, Veers and Viranganas, to preserve and pass on this dharma. If you go back to page 12 of the booklet that you were given, you're going to see it says, children represent the striving of parents to continue the family name and lineage. It goes on to say, the dharmic traditions and accumulated civilizational values and ideals are given a new lease in life in every new generation. As you, and this is one thing I urge you as you're about to go do your own research, because one of the things that we encouraged during that indentured laborship discussion was for you to go out and do your own research. But as you go out and you do that research, I urge you to be mindful of the resources that you're looking at. Keep in mind that information is skewed to the perspective of that person presenting that information. So please be mindful of the resources that you're looking at. Pandita Devi said, and it was in the booklet as well, do what you know is right. So today, I want to congratulate you, Veers and Viranganas, for your conviction, your dedication during these past 2 weeks, to the parents and grandparents, to the Arya Spiritual Center executive and camp facilitators, to our teachers and cooks. Thank you and congratulations for another successful Virda camp. Congratulations to all our leaders. Some of you are alumni, or some of you have been attending the camp. All of your efforts have been acknowledged. And I originally did not intend to call any names because I did not want to leave out anyone so that anyone feels excluded. But I ended up calling names. And if I missed your name, it's not because you're not important or you're not valuable. It's just that memory, I wasn't able to get everyone's name. But Veers and Viranganas, as you leave here today, keep in mind that you are now the ambassadors of Vedic Dharma. Please share what you learn. Thank you and namaste.
All right. Thank you so much, Banirvani. Let's give her another round of applause. That was well presented. All right. So we have two other speakers, but we'll bring on our children. They will do the Ayurveda gate first, and right after that, we'll have our parents' remarks. So Niraj, please. Veers and Virangas, Dala, Utisht. Parents, let's all stand also. Let's take a stretch. All our parents, let's take a stretch while they get on stage.
The first one?
Charlotte here.
The first one. The first one's easy.
Namaste once again, everyone. So on Friday, you saw their cultural presentation, the art, the visual art of Pandita Nirvani, and then the acting, which I guess is another visual art, of the Ramayana, and the singing as well, the vocal art, the musical art. So now we will dive into another cultural aspect which we learned throughout our camp, which was our religious or dharmic teachings. So this is what the youth will present to you today. So Veers and Varanganas, Dal Sajja 2, 4.
Namaste.
I'll give you all a minute to take your pictures. Everyone, look at me. Look at me. Okay. Oh, right. Sorry. Okay. Am I too close? Okay. Everyone just look forward for 1 second and smile. You can go ahead and do that. Okay, everyone, eyes on me. Okay. 2, 4. Oh.
Bhagavan Sudeva Bhagavantasyama Sarno Bhaga Pureta Bhaveha Sarno Bhaga Pureta Bhaveha.
O divine powers, may Bhaga be a source of fortune and through that fortune in life. O Bhaga, everyone for sure repeatedly invokes you. May you therefore be our champion in this life.
Two, 4. Arya Virada.
Arya Virada, Arya Virada, Arya Virada, Sahasraya cha,
Jivan Manaya cha.
Sahasraya cha, Jivan Manaya cha, Bhakti Bhakti Bhumaki Raja Bajaya cha, Bhakti Bhakti Bhumaki Raja Bajaya cha.
Arya Virada. Arya Virada.
Arya Virada, Arya Virada,
Saja Aram Savadhan.
Kalpascha, Saja Ram Savadhan Kalpascha, Shanay Chala Vega Chala Dora Chala
Arya Veer Dal, Arya Veer Dal.
Arya Veer Dal, Arya Veer Dal.
Vam Daksha, Vam Daksha, Vam Daksha.
शत्रुवीर में विवाह दुआ समय शत्रुवीर में विवाह दुआ समय आर्य वीर राव आर्य वीर राव आर्य वीर राव आर्य वीर राव
अजान को भगा,
अजाल को मिटा अजाल को भगा अजाल को मिटा अपार तोड़ करके शांति तू बनाए है अपार तोड़ करके शांति तू बनाए है
Arya Veer Dal, Arya Veer Dal.
आर्य वीर राव आर्य वीर राव आर्य वीर राव आर्य वीर राव
Yeah. Okay. Ready? Yes to Sarvan. Yes. Two, four.
Yes to Sarvani Bhutani Yes to Sarvani Bhutani Atmanevanubhashyati Atmanevanubhashyati Sarvabhuteshu Chatmanam Sarvabhuteshu Chatmanam Tadonna Vijayupsate Tadonna Vijayupsate He who perceives in himself all creatures and all creatures in himself does not hate nor commit deeds that harm others. Such a soul seeks to protect others.
Next one. Two. Two, four.
प्रातरग्निं प्रातरिन्द्रं हवामहे प्रातर्पितृवरुणा प्रातरश्विना प्रातर्भगं पूषणं ब्रह्मणस्पतिं प्रातः सोमं उदयं हेमा
Every day, in the quiet moments of dawn, we invoke the Supreme Master of this universe, who is known by the names of Agni, because he is a source of light, Indra, because he is possessed of supreme power, Mitra, because he is the friend of all, Varuna, because he is worthy of our final choice and acceptance, Ashwina, because he pervades every nook and corner, Bhaga, because he is the source of fortune, Pushan, because he nourishes all with his fortune, Brahmanaspati, because he is master and sustainer of this entire cosmos, Soma, because he intuitively inspires everyone with peace, Rudra, because he punishes our wrongdoings.
Two, four.
ॐ प्राकृतिकं भगवद्रमुवेम अयं पुत्रम् अदितर्यो गणता राजश्चिद्यं मणिमनस्तिरश्चित् राजच्छिद्यं भगवत्क्षीतया
In the contemplative moments of Brahma Muhurta, early dawn, we invoke Bhaga, the source of nourishment who, powerful as he is, has established lordship all over all souls. He purifies the undivided cosmos and sustains it in various ways. Poor people, even rich kings, offer praise unto God. Say, give us wealth worth enjoying.
Two, four.
Alasyam varamohacha chapalyam kushiyevacha. Alasyam varamohacha chapalyam kushiyevacha. Siddhartha chidavidam Siddhartha Siddhartha Adhivam
Students should make every effort to avoid the following 7 deficiencies in behavior that hinders learning: laziness, vanity, using intoxicants, inappropriate behavior and gossip, cunningness, greed, and neglect of studies. Students should always focus on acquiring knowledge and appropriate behavior.
Two, four.
Shiva Sankara
That celestial entity, which goes far when one is awake and wanders similarly when he is asleep, and which travels far and wide, is the only light of all lights. O Lord, may that mind of mine be possessed by noble intentions.
Two, four.
Shiva Sankalpamastu Tanye Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu.
As the skillful charioteer controls his horses by the use of his reins, so does a controlled mind takes man to his desired goal. This mind which reposes is the heart, is the most swift and never ages. O Lord, may that mind of mine be possessed of noble intentions.
Before we go on to our last geet, I just want to let you all know you might want to take a video of this. Every time we were going to sing bhajans, they would ask, when are we going to sing Vijay Vishwa? When are we going to practice Vijay Vishwa? They weren't too interested in chaupais or shlokas. I mean, of course, they cultivated that interest over time. But from day one, they were very, very enthusiastic about this song. And I made sure, I said, the Om Jhanda is of utmost importance to us. And I repeated it over and over again to have utmost respect, because people have fought and died for us to be able to raise that flag every day. So I hope you all enjoy this next piece almost as much as they will. Two, four. Vijay Vishwa Om ka pyara.
Vijay Vishwa Om ka pyara Janda ucha rahe hamara Janda
सदा शक्ति
बरसने वाला सदा शक्ति बरसने वाला प्रेम सुरा सरसाने वाला प्रेम सुरा सरसाने वाला वीरों को हर्षने वाला वीरों को हर्षने वाला आर्य जाति का तन मन सारा आर्य जाति का तन मन सारा विजय विश्व ओम का प्यारा विजय विश्व ओम का प्यारा झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा आओ प्यारे वीरों आओ प्यारे वीरों आओ वैदिक कर्म पे बलि बलि जाओ वैदिक कर्म पे बलि बलि जाओ एक साथ सब मिलकर गाओ एक साथ सब मिलकर गाओ प्यारा आर्यवर्त हमारा
प्यारा आर्यावर्त हमारा
विजय
विश्व ओम का प्यारा
विजय विश्व ओम का प्यारा झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा
झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा शान इसकी जाने पाए
शान इसकी जाने पाए चाहे जान बले जाए चाहे जान बले जाए विश्व विजय कर कीर्ति कराए विश्व विजय कर कीर्ति कराए तब होए प्रणपूर्ण हमारा तब होए प्रणपूर्ण हमारा विजय विश्व ओम का प्यारा विजय विश्व ओम का प्यारा झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा
2, 4.
Namaste.
Om. Parents, please give them another round of applause. That was wonderful indeed. Brilliant children. Niraj, thank you. You give Pandit Niraj a round of applause. Thank you so much for your dedication in the past 2 weeks in teaching this song and the other shlokas along with Pandit Prakash to our children. All right, so every year as we do, we normally have two of our parents who will give their little remarks, their little observation, and some of them who are here many days during the camp. So at this point, I'll ask Nandini to come forward, and she'll be representing the mothers, and then after which a father of the viewers and virangas will come up. Nandini.
Thank you, Pandit Bharat. Namaste. Okay, so hey, guys, great job. Amazing. It's been a pleasure watching you grow within the 2 weeks, from the youngs to the old. I would like to say to all the parents, your kids are wonderful. This is probably the safest and kind camp I've ever seen. I will say I've only been to one camp growing up, and it was this camp. But as a parent now, my son Zen, put your hand up. He's 5 years old. So I think I started this camp when I was like 13. I was in my teens. So when my husband and I talked about what camp we're going to put him in, I was like, well, we're going to Arya Viradel camp because I know what happens there. And they're going to do yoga, flag raising. So I told him the whole itinerary before I saw it. And everything's holding true. It's staying strong. And you guys are amazing. From Nikhil, I think is our group, Zen's group leader, guided him the whole way. All the girls, amazing. I was a little worried about I came every day with him. We trucked it from Yorktown Heights, upstate, and I was getting tired. And even my son, he was at, I think the second week, he went to by Neeraj, and he was like, I can't handle this. And it wasn't that he didn't like it. He was just so tired. Like, it catches up to you. But Neeraj was like, you got this. You're here. And he's like, but I really like, and he's like, okay, it's understandable. You're young. It's good. So it's just we're very understanding. It does coincide with discipline because I was like, by Neeraj, I'm trying to get him here. Discipline. He's like, yeah. So it's a nice balance. Great place to be. I felt safe. I did go to work one of the days. I was like, I'm going to go to work. He's fine here. I feel like the girls here are so motherly, kind, and nurturing. When I left and came back, they're like, oh my God, Zen's so cute. So like, I knew he was in safe hands, even though during camp, we know Varunga's going to stay on one side, Veer stay on one side, but you guys did amazing. I'm so proud of all of you guys. For Amadeo and his sister Amalia, you guys are little challengers of anything that sparks your interest and you have something to say, and that's beautiful. It helps everyone build their personality to the next level. We have a lot that are leaders but also good at compromising, and that's something that I feel like I don't see usually in the school system that I put my son in. So thank you guys so much for making this a great experience for him. Aryan, amazing job as well. I feel like I always hear you participating almost the most. And yeah, if you guys see me later and you're like, how did my kid do? I will tell you some personal things and feedback, but everyone did amazing. No one got in trouble unless they were just talking because they were a little happy, a little too happy, which is a great thing, and probably having trouble to sleep during Mount Rut because they're just excited to be around so many kids. But that's nothing I would complain about. So, namaste.
Thank you so much, Nandini. That was very, very nicely put together. Many of us who remember Nandini and her other two sisters, Sri Devi and Lakshmi, they came to the Mandir to the camp, as she said once, but they used to be a part of the Hindi and music class for a number of years. Their parents bringing them all the way from Yorktown Heights by Jay and Srimati Ben here. And so thank you so much. Now, the father who will come up is another person who attended many camps before, and we're very happy to have him to give his remarks. He's no other than by Kailash Laknath. By Kailash, would you please come up? Many of us, if you remember Kailash, he's the son of Pandita Devi. And so at this point, our son Kailash.
Namaste, everybody. As all you guys know, we started camp when we were 4, all the way till I was 18, and it was some of the greatest experiences communally that we ever had. We have long life relationships that we built by coming to camp and being with our peers. That when you say Baji and Baigan, it's normal, So I've only this is the first year I'm bringing him. He's 3. He just turned 3, and he'll be coming every year. But what I noticed about the camp and the kids is just, like I said, the community that we've formed here. Aside from the education that we're getting from, learning about our history and where we came from and our identity, but just seeing the kids together and just enjoying each other. When we did that that play they did on Friday was just spectacular. I was delightfully surprised. I've told everybody else, great job, kids. Like we did that when we were growing up. We did a little iteration of that, but it wasn't as detailed in props and just really nice. Because I used to be Bharat, or you know, the four of us, my brother and Narotam, we used to Ram Lachman and Bharat and Chatra, and so that was a nice comeback. But you guys did. Thank you, your parents, for like providing this for the kids and feeding them well. The food was always one of the best things of coming to camp. but yeah, thank you for doing what you guys do, and namaste, everybody.
Thank you so much, Kailash. So nice to see you. And oh man, I gotta be careful with Kailash. It's good thing they print their name here because I have a tendency. No, I gotta be honest. They put it on the paper. I always call him his brother's name, and he's not very happy when I do that. I call him Kristen that sometime. So thank you, Kailash. You know, all the parents who are here, who came to camp in this mandir, all the parents who came to camp and your children is in the camp. Please stand. All the parents who came to camp and your children are here, please stand. Very good. Where's them not? And the grandparents too. Thank you all so much. Okay, you can be seated. Thank you all so much for bringing your children to the camp. All the parents who are here and your children are here, please stand. All the parents who are here. And your children is here. Jaldi, Utisht. Very good. Thank you all so much, parents and the grandparents. A lot of grandparents are here. One grandparent and comes all the way from oh God, Pelham, in the Bronx to be here. So thank you all so much for coming and supporting. We move on at this point. We have our president who will say a few words on behalf of our executive body, by Sohanji, our dedicated and hardworking president.
Namaste, everybody. Thank you, Pandit Bharji. First of all, on behalf of the executive, let me say welcome. I mean, this is not the opening remark nor the closing, but welcome and thank you for being here this morning, joining us. And especially for those who are joining us for the first time in Mandir today, we really appreciate your presence. We thank you for coming, and we encourage you to continue to join us in all our future programs. When you have Pandit Prakash doing the opening remarks, there's very little left for me to say. And again, on behalf of the executive, I'd like to thank our camp director, Pandita Devi, and the entire team for such a wonderful job. You know, the last meeting before the camp started, I asked a question. I said, how many children do we have in this camp? And I was told by everybody, Auntie Joan and everybody, don't worry, we got this, we got this. That was their exact words, we got this. And come Monday, the first day of the camp, I mean, they really got it. And so that was an amazing job. I tried to find a way in which I could have participated or do something, and there was very little space. So I appointed myself as the garbage director, and I appointed Bhai Devendra as my deputy director. So we did our job in taking care of cleaning and garbage every day, and we were very proud of that. I have a question for the Veers. So when did camp ended? Yeah, camp, when did it ended? Friday, and that's a good answer. So the camp was an institution for learning. And when did learning end? Learning never ends. So the camp is still continuing, and the camp will continue to go. And so I encourage parents to continue to have your children, your peers joining us. You know, I was a rebel camper. I probably went to one camp and late in my teens, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. While I was at camp, cricket was starting at Border. And so I had to go and watch cricket. So I got my friend to be my guardian to come to pretend as though he's my guardian to pick me up from camp. And so we went and watched cricket. So that's what's me in camp. But I encourage the kids to continue. I encourage our parents to continue in the same manner. You know, Pandit Deepak a couple of weeks ago said something very profound. And anytime you look at, let's say, our local news, our news, there's a child, and we wouldn't say an Indian child, but it was a child that was raised in this culture. And what you see, the last one, the name is Barry. He's 12 years old and he's lecturing at university. And so those are the kids that are raised in our culture. And this is the start for all our kids. This is just the beginning. And I encourage the kids, first of all, to want to do it. And of course, the parents to push your kids, because the results would be very great. The results would be very rewarding for not only the kids, but for all of us as parents. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you very much, Baiji Sohan. Please give Baiji Sohan and Baiji Devendra, they were here yesterday. Make sure this mandir was thoroughly cleaned for this morning's event. We move on at this point. Remarks from our very dedicated Sanchalak, Bandevi. I'll ask you to please come forward and make your contribution.
Heartiest namaste to all you noble children and valued parents. Let's all just calm ourselves a little. Chant with me. Om Asato Ma Sadgamai Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. When the Om flag was hoisted on the first day, 6:15 a.m., we were very few. We were about 8 of us. And as the minute and hour progressed and we ended with yoga, we were 22 of us by the time we were beginning to do Hawan. Old friends were united and new ones were made. Today before me, I see awesome faces full of energy, enthusiasm, excellence. And I know the past 2 weeks was a challenge for some, especially our young ones and our new parents, who did not know what to expect from this program. Thank you for being patient and for being the advocate for your child, for the ways that they bond and care as their thinking grew and their sharing always amaze us. They're on their journey for true leadership. The Virdal team, you know who you are. The Virdal team, you know who you are. We're always here in teamwork. This would not have been the support of you, all grandparents, parents, pundits, executive body, trustee bodyship, and all the leadership that comes together to make this blossom. Teamwork. What is teamwork? Together, we achieve more. Being energetic and excellent. Bearing an attitude that is important at all times. Being mindfulness and holding the key to self-discovery. Having willingness to be a part of growth. Keeping an open mind and being reflective. Keep being respectful and responsible, and most of all, kindness from the heart. Our young people, they want to thrive. They want to have friends, interact with others, and be optimistic about future. Young people strive in life to find their voice and confidently shape their identities. Their parents and families cannot take them into this your parents and your family cannot take you into this new world, as they are so foreign to these emerging and new realities. And we know what social media and AI and all these wonderful things are there to help our children grow. Keep it aware. We had the opportunity to had a very special talk on cybersecurity and how to keep ourselves away from all the ills of social media. We had a special talk on how to manage our money, and our little persads always remember the rule 7-2 rule. They have had a booklet with them, but most of them did not bring the booklet home. I have one if you're interested. They had Dr. Savi Singh, who was also a very seasoned camper here, from the initial of this Arya Samaj movement. She came all the way from Long Island to give them their best, her best. We were also, as you've heard, we had our connections to all our lessons from many outside speakers. My call to you as parents today, the children are bringing you home, many things that many speakers before me speak about, but I would add to this. Fostering your children, fostering spirituality in your children can be meaningful and be a meaningful and spiritual personal journey. Here are some ways to help nurture that spirituality or that connections that they're bringing home. Lead by example. Your child's spiritual belief and practices can serve as a powerful influence on your children. Demonstrating your commitment to your spiritual path can inspire them. What does that mean? Whenever I stand here. What does that mean? Lead by example. At least once a month, try to be here with them. We have Sunday that we set aside just for our youths. Please accompany them and come with them. That's their special day. Let them feel that part of something you share and they share together. Explore different traditions. Sometimes we have children here who are not from the Arya Samaj background alone. We have children who come from the many other aspects of Hinduism. This can help them develop a broader understanding and find what resonates with them. Practice mindfulness. Teach your children to be present in the moment through mindfulness activities such as meditation, which they have learned by Raj Kalicharan, deep breathing, or nature walks. Point out the things of how our energy exists with the energy that we live in. Everything has to be balanced. Share stories of values. Share stories, parables, or moral lessons from your spiritual tradition. What are you doing for your inner growth? This can convey important values and principles. Celebrate tradition. Participate in religious or spiritual celebrations and ritual together as family to create a sense of belonging and connection. And this doesn't stop at home. This continues with you in the neighborhood and in the school district. I live in an all-white neighborhood, and every time Kailash is 38, and every time those retired teachers see me, they will always remember those moments that I went in and shared when it was Diwali or Pagwa or anyone, if it's something you do on full moon. Let it be part of their everyday and friends' lives also. You doing puja at home, invite the friends also to come and be part of it. And bara up to today is still those friends' favorite food. Foster a sense of wonder, encourage curiosity and wonder about the world, especially they're growing and understanding that there are so many gods. That's the question. My topic was, God is one and Om is his name, and he lives all around us and within us. And their questions were very profound, even in the class and afterwards as they were thinking through. That many of them have names that connected to the names that we talked about or that's in their book. Encourage self-exploration. The words that come to mind here is, again, the traditions among Hinduism, the different sects of Hinduism that are there. If they come up and ask you something different, give them the opportunity. We have the world of learning at our fingertips. Give them the opportunity and let them do some self-exploration. And most of all, be patient. Spirituality is a personal journey, learning our tradition, our customs, our heritage, and our history. It can be very personal because we all come from different sections and different practices of our parents and grandparents. Be patient and respectful of their choices. And remember that whatever we do is deeply personal and individual aspect of our life. Our role as parent, grandparent, and community providers, community people, our pundits, doctors, and all of that. Your role is to provide guidance, support, and a nurturing environment for our children to explore and develop their own spiritual values and beliefs within our core system. And that's my call to you today. Again, on behalf of the executive leadership, I want to thank everyone who bought a 5-pound of potato, 3 gallons of icy, and a whirl of pizza, who provided all the donations to get all the things special, who made food from all the way Outer Bronx, Yonkers, and traveled with it here so that our children can experience all the big and little aspects of what all of you have in your big hearts. Keep doing this. I have created a WhatsApp group. If you have photo, please accept the invitation to be in the WhatsApp group so we can all share and update and keep our children connected. You also will be connected to the Mandir. So we can keep this and plan for a year ahead to make our challenges our strength. Thank you and namaste.
Ben Devi, Ben Devi, 1 second. Thank you so much. Come just stand here for a minute. Our viewers and Viranganas, we want to say thank you very much for your extreme dedication for the past 2 weeks. Om Swasti Panthamanucharema Surya Chandrama Saviva Punardadatagnata Janata Sangame Mahi. Thank you, Ben Devi. You and your entire team has done an awesome, a tremendous job in the past 2 weeks. We move on. At this point, we will have the distribution of certificates. And apart from the distribution of our certificates, each one of our Veers and Viranganas will be getting a medal of acknowledgement for their wonderful dedication during the camp. And Ben Sonia Singh, thank you very much. Please stand. Please give Ben Sonia a little round of applause for your donation, your very kind donation, and your thoughtfulness towards this entire act. At this point, I pass the mic to Pandit Prakash and Pandita Devi, who will Sambhalna, who will take care of this part. Oh yes, our Pandits, to give the blessings, please. Pandita Devi, Nirvani, Pandit Bise Serji, Pandit Deepak, Niraj. While they're coming up, talking about continuation, every 2 weeks, every other Sunday, Niraj, Deepak, and Rajan, who could not be here today, they have kirtan classes right after Mandir for about 45 minutes to an hour. And so if you're interested, please see them and they'll provide you with a little more information on that. And also, Bandan is missing here today. She had to be at a wedding in Texas. Again, we acknowledge what she has done for our camp. So at this point, I'll pass the microphone to Pandit Prakashi.
Thank you very much, Pandit Bharatji. I'm going to read this, what the certificate says. It says, Om Krinvanto Vishwam Aryam, make the universe noble. Arya Spiritual Center Inc. 38th Annual Arya Virdal Shikshan Shivir, July 1st, 2024 to July 14th, Queens, New York. So the Arya Spiritual Center presents this certificate So in the first one is going to be Alyssa Pare for having attended and participated in the holy presentations, the workshop, the yoga asanas, the cultural programs, devotions in the 38th annual Virdal Shikshan Shivir. And names here by Sagar Rajpal, who's a chairman of trustees. He couldn't be here today because he is out on a family activity. Bahan Devi, Panita Devi Laknath, who's our Sanchalak, or camp director, and Bhai Sohan Singh, or president, who you heard from earlier. Asmakam Uttare Bhavantu. Let our brave children take the lead. I want to make special mention of Bahan Diana Ramsamuj as well as Bahan Nanda. Nanda San, please. Nanda is a product of our camp and was very instrumental in helping to put this together so that we can present to the children, and in addition to a number of activities that she has been involved in. So thank you very much, Nanda, Bahan Diana, Bahan Anupa, who I don't see her here today, but these were all people who were working behind the scenes to get all of these things together. Next is Naya Runali Kumar. They sometimes call him Kumar Sanusa. Come, Kumar, you're next. Who's it? I'm sorry, it's not Kumar. This is Naya, who is not here. And her sister also, Shanasya. I'm sorry, I do apologize to you. Ravina Dindial. Anasuya Prasad. Her grandfather was in camp, her mom was in camp, and she's in camp for a number of years along with her brothers. Next is, once we get Anna through, Anushri Sicharan. Anushri, growing up in this camp, and you've really matured, and we see all the progress in Anushri, and she is going to be one of our future camp leaders here. I don't think we have Sarika here today. No, she's out. A leader, Leela Thakur. Her dad and her dad's her chacha, they were camp leaders here. And she and her sister, they're assuming those responsibilities. Her Aji is here. We remember her Aja today also. Next is her Didi, Asha Thakur. You know, I remember when they will say, you know, they call us Thakur. They were correcting it. Shell, good job. Mom is at the back there. You guys are doing a wonderful job along with Ajib and all the relatives with these children. And we're so happy that they're part of the family. Next, we have Riya Prasad. I think this is Riya's second camp, right? This is Riya's second camp. And Riya is really growing and becoming a responsible Virangana in our camp here. Next is Naisa Gautam. Come, Naisa. When Naisa started last year, I think was her first camp. We've seen the progress in Naisa. We thank our parents. Naisa is from the Nepali background, and we thank our parents. I think our mom is somewhere Oh, she's there. Thank you for bringing them here. She and her brother. Next, we have Vindu Ramnath. Vindu, I was telling your dad a few days ago. Vindu comes from a long tradition of camping. Her dad, her grandfather was one of the first, I think, in that first group of campers in Guyana, Pandit Sudhakarji. And I know that most of the brothers and sisters and her nieces, her uncles and aunts who went to camp. Serena Sukram. Serena is one of the children of a camper. Her dad and her, somewhere at the back there. Nigel, okay.
Yeah, when not this camp, but one of the camps when Serena went home, her mom and her Aji asked her, "You made any friends at the camp?" She said, "Yes, I made 2 friends." And when Aji asked her, "Who are your 2 friends?" She said, "Pandit Deepak and Pandit Bharat." Touch your feet. So when you got friends of that caliber, or you got good for you hang out with good people.
We have a number of people who are not here today. I just want to quickly mention them. Maya Madhu, Karuna Madhu. These are the daughters of Bhai Paras. A leader. She's a group leader this year. Annabelle Tulsi. Annabelle. Thank their parents, Bhai Tulsi and Man Shazi, for really putting in the work. Charlotte, the older sister, her Didi. Charlotte is one of our leaders. Coming from Guyana to join us, Donovan Dudnat. Donovan this is his second camp. He's high-fiving his friends that he's making. Donovan, we've seen the growth and the maturity in Donovan. Last year was a little challenge for him, but we're seeing the maturity and growth of these viewers and Viranganas every year. Dominic Dudnat. Nischal Abhudaya is not here. And Avigna. These are 2 brothers from a Nepalese family, Abhudaya and Avigna. Ryan Prasad. Ryan is second year camping. Come Ryan, come all the way over here. Ryan's grandmother, Man Sonia. His mom and dad, they're over there. We thank you guys for giving him the guidance, bringing him here, letting him experience the camp and making a lot of new friends. Nischal Gautam, brother of Naisa, one of the other Nepalese family. Ashirwad isn't here too. Ashirwad Basnet, he's not here today. Oh, Nischal, will you collect for Ashirwad? Nischal, can you collect this for Ashirwad? Nathan isn't here. Nope. Nathan Cameron. Oh, Arun. I'm sorry. Arun. They wrote Arin. We got to correct that. We have to correct. Arun, I think, is this your second camp, Arun? Second camp, and he has become such a leader for our viewers. He's tall, so they look up to him. I mean, practically, they do look up to him. but he has taken on such great responsibility this year. I think his mom is somewhere in the audience. Behan, thank you very much for bringing him here. He's a blessing to us. Arnav Ramrup. Okay. Yeah. Arnat, you know, he's from a family of campers. His brother and sister also came through camp here. I think Bhai Ivor is here. Oh yes, Bhai Ivor is his dad is at the back there. Thank you. I think this is second year. Arnav's the second year. Nikhil Prasad.
He and his other brothers and sisters, all the way from Delaware, every year. How many years now? This is your third year. Very good. Good job.
Yeah, Nikhil. Aryan Prasad. A couple of years ago, when Aryan wasn't allowed to come to camp, his mom said, "No, you're not old enough." He came to camp and he said, "Mom, do you see what I'm saying? Look at them. They're not older than I am. I should have been in camp." So he has been in camp for a couple of years now. Vinay, we've seen the growth and maturity. Oh, Vinay, you have a following now. Vinay Prasad, older brother of Aryan and Nikhil. He's the oldest of the brothers. Huh? Oh, Anna says, "Nana, can you acknowledge?" Oh yes, Anasuya Prasad is their sister, the oldest of the group. So there are four of them. I just want to share this little anecdote with you. When they at their daycare, they call them P1, P2, P3, and P4 when they were kids. So Nikhil is P4. When they were in the daycare. Austin here? Let's say we'll connect his Austin Paray. Yeah. Is that the Paray family? Anjali and okay. Oh, now I'm coming to the right Kumar. Chetram Kumar Jai Singh. Chetram Kumar Sanu Jai Singh. You know, the first day he came to camp, he wrote his name Kumar on his name tag, and in a smaller version, he wrote Sanu. So he's Kumar Sanu. Zen Veda do not. Where is Zen? Zen's mom spoke earlier. His dad is here. Thank you for sharing Zen with us in the camp. Ranveer, India, one of our budding pundits. All the way from Central Islip. When Rishma, his mom, that experienced camp here with us. Here's Ranveer's something. And she would be here on a daily basis. But Rishma, thank you for being here. These are parents who come here and they're here on a daily basis to support their children in camp, but also to support us in camp because we need them to be here in order for us to navigate all the challenges that we do experience in camp. Oh, and Mahareshma, oh, it's over there. She was the brainchild behind the tree for Sita. The tree, we should dedicate that tree to Sita. Oh, Nicholas Laknath, you saw him in his dad's hand. Oh, Niklaus. It says Niklaus Wallace. Deepak Shankar Singh. Deepak went to work and came here to be with us. To provide us with music. And Deepak was like, when Deepak started camp, Deepak was like, let me see who was like Ranveer. Deepak was Ranveer size. Ranveer, look what you can become. Right, when we were in Vermont, Deepak, a real asset to this mandir and to our community. Deepak Shankar Singh was an asset to me too. But Diana Ramsamut, as was said earlier, she is away at a wedding in the heat of Texas. So I guess she's enjoying the heat. You know, when I think of this person, and I saw the transformation over the years, and I saw what the potentials that are there, and what he can become. The cliche says the sky is the limit, but we have Purohit, we call him Pandit sometimes, Niraj Ramsamuj. Niraj, thank you so very much. We cannot thank you enough for what you have been doing for us. He's the most popular guy here. We have Shane Prasnat. These were brothers who came in to help us. Shane, I already mentioned Anupa. She's here this morning. She's probably working today because she took off some days to be here from work. She took off from work to be here with us to help in guiding our Viranganas and in some of the presentations, and also helping Niraj upstairs here. Thank you. Bhai Mukesh Buru. Ashmini Nanda Jaisai. Nanda. It's a lot of names here, Nanda. This young lady has become a real asset to us here at the Mandir. Thank you very much, Nanda. God bless you. She is on the conservative side, it's a bit shy. But once she gets to know you, she can talk to you. And she interacts very well with you. A young lady with a lot of skills. I walked into the music school one day and I saw this person teaching harmonium to someone online. And I'm saying, this person looks familiar, but I only saw her from the side. And then later, I said, Nanda, was that you? She said, yes. Evan Prasnat, Evan isn't here. He's one of those brothers who came to help us sometimes in the camp. Jival Bandhan and Bandhan, and an old camper. He would come in sometimes. Alex, one of the Prasnat brothers, they will come in to help us. Ariel also. Earlier we had her sister, Ashley. Oh, is she here? Yeah, both of them are here. Ariel and Isabel. Oh, Ariella. Oh, yeah, Ariella. I'm sorry, I didn't see you at the back. Oh, and Isabella is here. So these young ladies. They are daughters of one of the vice presidents, Behen Devika Singh. You don't have to ask them. You don't have to tell them what to do. They come in and they take over. They just assume the responsibility and just do what's there to be done. We don't ask them. They just take on the responsibilities and they do. Isabella, thank you. All right. Their mom isn't here with us. She is somewhere, I think, in Guyana enjoying a wedding. Yeah. Oh, the chariot that was built is their brainchild. The two of them, they thought about it, they built it. And when they were building it, I said, what are you guys building, a house? Because of the box. And Ariella says, no, they're building a chariot. I said, whoa, ideas. But you see, the community, when we come together and we share our ideas, amazing things can happen. And all the props, right, Niraj? The props were made by the children. We didn't have a talent. But when I say by the younger people, right? The props were made by the younger people and the teachers and so on. But some of these also had a hand in making all the props. Thank you very much. Those are all our certificates for today and our medals. Thank you. Thank you,
Very.
everybody.
Yes. Somebody has their hands up. Yeah. Sorry? 6 extra medals. I don't think we have it now, but we'll look into it. Let me know, okay, afterwards. Or sorry? We forgot Sanavi. Oh God, we forgot Sanavi, Pandita Devi. Okay. Come, Sanavi, come. Wait. Oh, thank you, children, for reminding us. We forgot Sanavi. It happens sometimes.
Sanavi will grow to be our next president in the future.
Okay, very good. Yes, Sanavi's Aja is one of our former presidents by Baljit. So, but it came to camp. Yes, that's right. Come, Sanvi, come. Pandita. Oh, come, sweetheart, come. Take your certificate.
Okay, go.
All right. So, Veers and Viranganas. Okay, thank you again. Stand quickly, stand quickly. And the very way you stand for Arya video, come up on the stage. Your parents will take a picture of all of you. Bring your certificate, wear your medal on. The very way you stand for Arya video, come up on stage. Om Prataragnim Pratarendram Havamahe Pratarmitra Varuna Pratarashvina Pratarbhagam Pushanam Brahmanaspatim Pratasomamuttarudram Huvema सहस दिखाए चल जीवन बनाए चल सहस दिखाए चल जीवन बनाए चल पग पग पे मातृभूमि की लजा बचाए चल पग पग पे मातृभूमि की लजा बचाए चल आर्य वीर दल आर्य. All right, go sing now. Smile, everybody. Pizza. Yeah, don't cover your face with the certificate. Let it certificate be at your chest area. Ranveer, sorry. Yeah, hold here. Hold it. Go to Ravina. All right, very good. All right, 2-4. Let's go back to our seats. Sorry, parents, you got it? All right, let's go back. We're running out of time. All right. Now we come to the big screen. All right. So every year, as you know, they take a lot of pictures, a lot of videos of what's going on in the camp, so our parents can have an idea of what's going on. No, Shivan, we have Shivan's certificate. We have his. Shivan, I'm sorry. Oh. Panelists, come back to the stage quickly. All the presenters. Shivan, we apologize. Yeah. Shivan comes with the train. He takes a train from the Bronx to be with us. So Shivan, We're very, very happy to have you in camp. Shivan is part of the music school, and he got this information about the camp through music school. And Shivan made every effort to be here whenever it's possible. So, yes. Oh, come, Shivan. Oh, Swasti Pantamanocharema, Surya Chandrama Saviva, Punardadagnata Janata Sangame Mahi. Thank you so much. All right, so we move on. Let's move on. At this point, we have a very special presentation, the video presentation. Neeraj, anybody will do a little. Okay. All right, let's pay our attention to the screen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our annual slideshow. Here's a picture of our flag raising and yoga led by Acharya Amarjit Shastri every morning. Always doing something interesting, something physically challenging. I don't think so. And then we had our Havan and Sandhya every morning, getting our minds prepared for the day's activities, led by different campers every day. With great and full participation from all campers. And then everyone's favorite part, breakfast. After all those activities, we would have breakfast every morning. Everyone's favorite parts were the fruits, right? And now our walks. We would have our morning stroll and then lectures by our very own Pandita Nirvani, talking about indentured laborship in our past, and different group interactive lectures. I believe this is Pandita Devi. Oh, that's me. A lecture by me, very serious as always. And Pandita Devi with the younger ones and with the older ones as well. And Pandit Bisay Sarji always presenting something unique, something interesting. And Pandit Prakashji as well, giving us our lectures, teaching us shlokas and different mantras. And Pandit Bharat, always with the elevator, taking us up to the penthouse. And Pandit Deepak, teaching us about our character. And Behan Anupa, about nutrition. Yes, got that right. And Purohit Diana, teaching us about our emotions and what to do. Bhairaj Kalicharan, teaching us again about yoga, more philosophical study. And different community speakers, Dr. Indrani, Ben Gayatri, Dr. Savi, Dr. Sharla. Look at our brave Varanganas. We also had a very nice presentation. And Charlotte, mantra chanting, yes. And again, some more interaction, teaching us shlokas and whatnot. The little ones, of course, always contributing. and being creative with their dharma. Oh, Niklaus being very responsible, cleaning up. I hope you all take that lesson back home. Oh, and then we had new campers, some of our four-legged friends, also very dharmic creatures. We had, again, our little ones, then Nadia, Mount Vrat, moments of reflection and sleep, or at least trying to, after a long day of activities. Then Diana, yes, you all did. Lunchtime, just before Mount Vrat. It takes a lot of people. For this many campers and this many mouths to feed, a lot. Of course, always thanking Mataji Bojwati, making sure we always are fed. And then snack time after the park. We never, very good. And then flag lowering at the end of the day, at the end of our activities, remembering our Om Jhanda once again. Oh, so wow, we made it up there too. Our very first day of camp. Wow, this is many generations of leaders visiting again. Steal the Alu. Leaders versus leaders. This was an interesting one. I think you all cheated, but that's okay. And then park time. We only went to the park a few times, but the few times that we did, we had a lot of fun. Of course, I was there, my kurta, playing ball. Recreational time. Very nice Om by Austin. Very nice Om. Yes, and then our cultural motifs that were presented yesterday. These are the beginning works of them. How far we came from the very first day. And the final products of all our hard work. And a cultural motif, specifically by the prasads. Very well done, very well researched. And then we had our prep for our play yesterday. Oh, yes, Friday. Oh, yeah, Friday. And some images from our play, all the prep that went into it. Friday evening, during our presentations, showing our parents what we did. Some of the mothers and others who made camp such a huge success. Our Vice President, Ben Devika, and others who prepared the meals. Auntie Rohini, as always, Uncle Navin, always helping, coming every day. Pai Deo, I hope when I come around Kankama, you cook stuff for me. And our leaders. These are Pandit Bisesar, Pandita Devi, Pandit Bharat, Pandit Prakash, Mataji Sharmati, Pandit Deepakji, Mataji Sirmati, Pandita Nirvani, Prohit Diana, Behan Anupa, and myself. I got that kurta in India, so let me know if you want one. And 2024 is completed. Looking forward to seeing you all next year. Namaste.
All right. A round of applause for the team who put this slideshow together. They always do an awesome job. Kids, Veers and Viranganas, what was your favorite mantra? You learn a lot of shloka and mantras in the camp. What was your favorite mantra in camp? The Bhojan mantra. All the camps, the Bhojan mantra. I was hoping they answered it correctly. All the camps, the Bhojan mantra, Annapate is their favorite, and that's the one they learn the fastest. Day one, day second breakfast, they know it by heart. So, yes, Okay, okay, Alasyam, very good. All right, so thank you. We move on. We have two more items. We have our vote of thanks and then flag lowering. When Srimati, please come forward and present the vote of thanks. Right after, we'll have our flag lowering, followed by Shantipat.
Thank you, Pandit Bharatji. Namaste, everyone. Our revered Pandits and Purohits and Panditas, mothers and fathers and grandparents, and our Veers and Duranganas. It's an honor for me to give the vote of thanks. However, lots of what I could have said has been said already, so I want to keep it very brief. Where do we start to thank people? That's a very hard task to do because so many people come into play when we begin to think of how this camp unfolded, starting from the day one when we started to put together our thoughts as to what the next camp theme would be, brainstorming, coming up with ideas, and then formulating those ideas into something concrete that the kids can grasp and that the kids can take away something at the end of it all. I want to say thank you to our leaders, the spiritual leaders, all of the pandits, panditas, all of our executive members under the guidance of our Pradhan, Bhai Sohan Singh. That's where I began. And then Pandita Devi, our dear daughter Diana, who took the reins and led us through the logistics of the camp, making sure that applications were sent out, that camp booklets were being printed and revised and edited until it came to fruition. Along the way, in the background, was Pandit Raviji, who, through the auspices of the East Indian Music Academy, ensured that we have all of the materials that the children have. East Indian Music Academy provided all of those pro bono, free of cost. That was their contribution. And then all of the mothers, grandparents, especially grandmothers in particular, who took the time to be here from day one to ensure that the children had meals prepared, that the place was clean and ready, and people who worked in the background to ensure that the floor was clean by Devendra, by Sohan, the team, by Naro in the background somewhere. But all of these people who ensured that we came here and we were prepared to make this happen, our sincerest thanks to them. Those who provided meals for us, and I am not going to call names because I will leave out some names. All those parents and well-wishers, because some people don't have children here, who donated their time and also gave food or food items to make this happen. One parent, by Ivor, I'm singling him out, said to me on Friday, Banji, how do you guys make this happen? The children are fed every single meal and they have snacks. And so much goes into it. I see it happen. Does this camp pay for itself? No, it doesn't. This is Arya Spiritual Center's effort at giving back to the community, because we live in this community. We thrive in this community. Our children have blossomed because of this organization. And so we depend upon all those of you who give us of your time, your efforts, and when you can't, your money, because we need that. Whatever way you serve us, seva is the greatest service that we can ever give to mankind. We thank you sincerely for that. And we thank all of ourselves who see in us the ability to make things happen. When we don't recognize our own self-worth, then we show to the world that we are worth nothing. So always recognize your self-worth. And when no one else can thank yourself for what you do for others. Thank you, Arya Spiritual Center, for making this happen. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you very much, Banjon and Sir Matif, for presenting our vote of thanks for today. At this point, we'll all stand. Our children, our Veers and Viranganas, they'll be going outside. Parents, you can also come outside. Feel free to come out and stand at the back or at the sides. We'll have the flag lowering followed by Shantipat. And their favorite mantra also. All of that will be done outside. Huh? Yes, yes, yes.
बलवान सत्य योद्धा यजमान पुत्र होवे बलवान सत्य योद्धा यजमान पुत्र होवे इच्छानुसार वर्षे पर्जन्यताप होवे ब्रह्मस्वराष्ट्रदेवो द्विज ब्रह्म तेजधारी फल फूल से लदी हो औषधि अमोघ सारे फल फूल से लदी हो औषध अमोघ सारे ओ योग क्षेमकारी स्वाधीनता हमारी ब्रह्मन स्वराष्ट्र में हो द्विज ब्रह्म तेज धारी क्षत्रिय महारथी हो हरिदल विनाशकारी हरिदल विनाशकारी हरिदल विनाशकारी
आर्य समाज आर्य समाज वेद की ज्योति वेद की ज्योति ओम का झंडा आर्य वीरों संसार की श्रेष्ठ पुरुषों वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की वैदिक ध्वनि वैदिक अभिवादन शांति पाठ सैनिक नमस्ते 1 2 सैनिक नमस्ते 1 2 सैनिक नमस्ते 1 2 अथ शांति पाठ ओम द्यौ शांति अंतरिक्षं शांति पृथिवी शांतिरापः शांति ओषधयः शांति वनस्पतयः शांतिर्विश्वे देवा शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वं शांति शांतिरेव शांतिः सामा शांतिरेहि ओम शांतिः 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 प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की जय प्रेम से बोलो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय प्रेम से बोलो योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय प्रेम से बोलो जगत गुरु महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की जय प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय भोजन मंत्र अननिवस्य शुष्मिनः प्रपदातारं दारिश ऊर्जनो देहि विपदे चतुष्पदे ओम शांति 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 नमस्ते Vikir. Oh, 1 second.
Parents, if you can take their certificates, because they tend to leave it behind, and when everybody finishes reading, I have volumes of them downstairs. Okay?
I know you.
Take your shoes.
Let's make our way down to have lunch.
Give me your